So, it's been a while since I last traveled. I had planned to go to Japan in April of 2020, but that clearly didn't happen. So I decided it was time to start getting back out there again, and I took my very first ever solo travel trip-ish, dipping my toes in, solo travel trip to Morocco. And it was quite the experience. It is almost 5 a.m. now. I'm just heading out into Richmond to get my PCR test done. So yeah, it's a 2-hour drive. I have to do that and then go straight back home to work. So this is gonna be a busy day. Yeah, I was gonna say, it seems pretty friendly coming this close, hey?
I'm gonna attack somebody.
Oh. So I just finished my PCR test. It took like 10 minutes. It was super fast. I had an appointment booked, so it was like I walked in and I immediately, that's embarrassing. They would have seen that too. Fuck. Oh, anyways, but yeah, so that's all done. And I should get my results in 24 hours and then we're good to go to Morocco. It is a couple hours before I leave for my flight. Every time I think about it, kind of makes my anxiety spike and I get a little nervous and stuff, and my neighbors can see me recording myself. It's really awkward. Luckily we have this new mic. Hopefully it detects my whispering because I'm still a little awkward when it comes to vlogging and whatnot. I'm just really nervous. Going alone, doing this independently, like, and it's not super independent because I do have a tour group, but like it's still, like there's no one familiar around me. It's just me and a bunch of strangers, and that's a little scary. But yeah, leaving in a few hours for the airport. Sarah's planning out her Sim City instead of spending time with me. Fucking bitch.
Goodbye, right?
Well, I always thought we could just stand
Go ahead.
thing, but alright.
We will, but I want my hugs for now. Once you go through there, I don't see you again.
Ask for
Sarah.
Well, don't hug me then. Thank you. Oh wow, we're holding on here.
I'll break your phone.
Alright, kiddo.
Alright, love you. Sorry, I just walked in the head with my son.
Yeah, I see that. Yeah, I can't see now.
Better snap me.
I'll
Pictures
try.
all day of the Sahara Desert.
If we have internet out there,
Make it work.
I'll do my best.
I need another hug.
Okay, Jesus.
Are 2 of those sand bottles for me?
We'll see. I love you too, Mom.
Be safe and you be aware of your circumstances.
Surroundings and
Don't
yeah.
worry, we're gonna have a ground.
Mom, please don't cry.
You're waiting, you can just text us.
Alright. Alright.
Okay, call me whenever.
Yeah, well, to call you? I don't think so. Heart is racing so fast. It thinks I'm doing a marathon. Okay, so we've made it to Montreal. Ooh, I have eyeliner, mascara all over my face. I haven't flown in quite a few years, and I think that made me really sick. Like I thought I was gonna vomit. I think just the pressure, maybe it was a motion sickness, but I haven't flown in so long that I think my stomach's just not used to it. Got a really long layover here, like 12 hours I want to say. So that's gonna suck ass. Still have 6 more hours to go until my flight takes off. I'm just exhausted. Like my bags are like super puffy from lack of sleep. I feel really nauseous. My stomach is still cramping like crazy. I think like a lot of people don't really talk about what it's like to travel with like anxiety, and it's not fun. So I went to the bathroom, cleaned up, brushed my teeth, touched up my makeup, and I got lunch. Something that's not going to upset my stomach too much, just a smoothie and a croissant, so it shouldn't be too bad. Tried finding motion sickness medicine. Surprising that the airport doesn't carry something like that, but I have Pepto-Bismol and that's going to have to make do for now. I've gotten ready. I'm just in t-shirt and some leggings, fully covered, because I'm gonna go try and get some food. So I'm a little worried about going out late at night because I've heard so many things about Morocco and like the sexual harassment and stuff. So I guess it's kind of like wormed its way into my head that that's like what's gonna happen if I leave this room. And I know that's not like completely true. Like I could go out there and it could totally be fine and no one would speak to me. But I don't know. Wish me luck. Oh my god. I just finished dinner. It was delicious. Super filling, so I'm like full. But I did snag a bun. It was only 85 Moroccan dirham, which is about $10 Canadian. So really, really cheap. At least in Canada's standards. But super lovely food. I just went for like the vegetable tagine because I didn't want to upset my stomach too much. I'm guessing that this is the call of prayer that I'm hearing. So yeah, I'm just making my way home now. It's dark, which I wanted to avoid, but I woke up too late and I figured I'd be walking home alone in the dark anyways. But to be honest, I feel pretty safe. Like, as long as you walk confidently and you don't make eye contact with anyone, it's fine. So I made it back safely without any issues. I went to this restaurant called Scala. It wasn't bad at all. Like, I think I played it up in my head. My anxiety gets pretty bad. Like, even just sitting having, even right now, my heart rate's at 137, which isn't normal. So even as I was sitting in that restaurant, like eating, I'm like, oh my God, like I feel like watching the sky get darker and darker, my heart rate started getting faster and faster. But like now that I've done it, I think it's okay. I don't want to have to be walking around at night in general, like anywhere. But especially in a country I don't really know, like how to get around and stuff like that. But it went well, and that's good. Good morning. It's kind of crazy. I'm on a pretty busy main road here, but it's, yeah, I know a lot of people rave about Morocco and how beautiful it is, but I'm still waiting to fall in love with it, just because it is quite dirty. Heading to my group right now, just walking over, and yeah, I mean this area is cleaner than other areas I've seen, so that's saying something. That's our meeting spot.
This is the shrine. So the place that's a part of the church to become restaurant is what we're from where we entered, and it's called La Scala. Look, I don't want you to miss this occasion. Yeah, always the Medina, yes, where we are. Always the old area dating back to the 18th century.
Medina means like
Old city.
Old city. Okay.
Yes. So, what separates the old area where we were to the modern part where we go is the United Nations Square. The entrance to the central market, flowers and roses all around. The most impressive thing is, and what we come for, is fish. Fish and seafood.
It's like
Oh my goodness.
style, new style, right?
It's perfect for taking pictures.
Because we don't want to miss that because it's very interesting to see.
It's amazing, isn't it? Can you
can.
imagine this full of 100,000 people?
Actually, I can.
Yeah, it's so big.
2012, that movie of the end of the world where they're
Oh,
all.
I don't remember that.
Oh, it's a scary movie.
Yeah, I think we're getting luxury service here.
I feel like, yeah, this feels pretty incredible.
It feels kind of unreal, doesn't it? I had such an incredible day. Our guide was awesome. I met some really amazing people on the trip, and I got like their connections and stuff. So that's fun. Like I'm already kind of making friends. I have never been somewhere more beautiful. Like honestly, I've never, out of any place I've ever been, like it was so incredible. So I've met my group, and I'm the only young person. Everyone else is old. And not only that, but all the old people are from Australia. So they all have something in common, and I just feel kind of, I'm out of breath because I just went up the stairs. But I feel kind of like an outsider. Last night I didn't get any sleep because my roommate snores super loud. And then at 4 in the morning, she starts rifling through her shit. And we're not supposed to be late, like, we didn't have to get up until 6. So she's rifling through her crap for 2 hours, 2 full hours. And I'm gonna be honest, like, that's not cool. I am upset. I'm tired. I'm exhausted. I'm gonna try and ask Mohammed if I can upgrade to a single room. Maybe I'm being a bit whiny or complainy, but I think anyone would be pretty upset at my position. Yeah, anyways, I don't know, traveling as an autistic person with high anxiety, I don't know, this is really, it's tough.
Fortification of the old city.
Right.
This is one part is old city, but many places it's completely renovated. But
Yes.
the walls, it's that's back from 12th century by Al-Muhad dynasty. Yeah.
The main avenue. This architecture is Art Deco architecture, which is in all Europe. We find it mainly in Europe. It was built during the French Protectorate from 1912 to 1956. We had 44 years of protectorate between parentheses.
So we are walking around Rabat right now, and so pretty here. Oh, and the ocean. This is what I wanted to see.
Now they have jazz.
Every night.
That's why the girl called me Hassan. I come to the jazz. I said, when after the and her wife make the design for his calligraphy.
I'm not at the door yet.
This is my calligraphy.
You did that?
Yes.
Oh, beautiful.
This is sent to USA. This is for John, a friend of mine. I sent her this.
Beautiful.
Love cannot come without love. It comes only by love.
Yes.
Love can only come with love.
Oh my goodness, look at this tiny little blue door.
You have coastal apart.
Oh. Oh my goodness, you're pretty. We are in Meknes now. Rabat was the nicest place we went to, and we were there for a couple hours, which sucks. And again, we got here late, so like I can't go wandering around by myself. Everyone else has gone to like the locals for dinner. This isn't how I normally travel. How I normally travel is exploring the city, getting lost in alleyways and not knowing where I'm going. I didn't pay $3,000 to watch the country roll by in a window. Like, I was hoping to experience something, and I'm hoping that we get the chance, like in Chefchaouen tomorrow, because that's my dream destination. So like if I can't enjoy that, at least I'm gonna be upset. This isn't how I imagined my trip going. You know, I imagined there'd be more people. I imagined there'd be people my age, people older, people younger. So yeah, I guess this is just me lashing out over the fact that things aren't going the way I had hoped. You build up these plans in your head, and when the plans don't come to fruition, you're like angry, like, and I'm trying not to be angry, like I'm trying not to be upset, because I don't want to be upset. Like, this is supposed to be a really nice trip, and I'm still trying to be optimistic and like force myself to be. Yeah, so that's how that's going right now.
So this city is called Meknes. This is the name of the city, and this is the origin of the name. Is a Berber name. It goes back a long time ago, before even the foundation of the city around the 8th century. So it was called the Meknesa. Meknesa, and in Berber it means that the people of the area were the tribe as warriors, as fighters. On the 17th century, it became the capital of Morocco, and the ruling power was Sultan called Moulay Ismail, who had built one of the largest imperial Moorish capitals. So it is called the Casbah, a royal military stronghold, citadel, and this is a citadel which is surrounded as a stronghold, as a fortress, with 40 kilometers of walls. As you know that in a time that many of the European countries were dividing Africa between them,
Yes.
and normally they were the French here, they were before, they were in Algeria, Tunisia,
Yes.
and we start to come the Moroccans around the 1912. The French, even though they had made, there was a lot of bad things they had left, and even their departure, they are still exploiting many of these African countries, militarily and economically as well. 1609 in Spain, it was very rude, and they say that we have even to expel all the people who cannot be assimilated, and at this time without their properties, which means they had taken them and they were just left outside, just erring on the Iberian Peninsula areas, and many of them happened to come as far as Morocco. They are not only Muslim, but they are also Jewish. But these Jewish, when they came here, they were called Migorashim. And they were called the Migorashim, which means in Hebrew, they expelled, the one who have been expelled from Spain. And they came to join other local Jewish who had lived long time ago here, which are called the Toshavim. And the Toshavim in Hebrew means native and indigenous people who have lived long time in such an area or in such a place. This is why that the Moroccan culture and the Jewish came every time, that to increase the number of the Jewish, and also to make Morocco in a certain time one of the African and Arab countries who have the greatest number of the Jewish, as native, as local, and also as Moroccan. More and more and more. Now they just go now, I think that they are now going to Chefchaouen.
We're in Meknes right now. Probably going to be leaving for Chefchaouen pretty quick here. It's about a 3.5-hour drive, so it's long. But yeah, just doing this tour, walking around a little bit. It's nice to stretch your legs and see more of the views.
You are very lucky that the Moroccans don't eat them. Otherwise you will not find one single there. And many of the stocks now that sometimes they say, look, there is a nest in the corner. And as I say that whenever they immigrate and they come back after 2 months, they come back to the same nest. And sometimes we find the males who are taking care of the babies. Beings are represented by the arrows go to the center to decipher or to explain one thing very simple, that all human beings are coming from the same origin.
Beautiful spring for 7, 8. Alawite monarch Moulay Ismail, the founder of the imperial city of Meknes, transferred a lot of materials from here that he recycled for building different palaces and mosques there in Meknes city. And this is why the archaeologists used a lot of small stones and sometimes the brick in the columns for the restoration here. A good example of the classical Eastern architecture. In fact, we had two floors in the same house. The first floor is the reception area, and you can see the tablier, the reception room here. In the middle, they collected rainwater in winter and use it for decoration, but also as a sign of luxury and noblesse, surrounded probably by 4 small gardens, the bases of white marble, different type and designs of the columns show it the perfection of the Roman handcraft, but also as a sign of luxury and noblesse.
Honey.
He killed the birds of the lake Stymphal or Stymphalia in Greece. He is claiming the stable of Augeas. Hercules catch the peak of Hermont. He killed Hydra of Lerna, the great snake with the 7 snake head. He fight against the lion of Neme. Hercules boy was just 6 months old when he catch and killed 2 snakes. He fight against the Minotaur. Hercules catch the king of...
We're just exploring these Roman ruins right now. It's pretty neat. It's quite intact too. And I've been to Italy, and these are definitely some of the best Roman ruins I've ever seen. Chefchaouen.
Morocco years ago by motorbike. Got a tremendous photograph. It's this tree, and there are about 5 or 6 goats in the tree, right up to the top because they're tremendous climbers.
You want to sit in the front for a
You want to
while?
go in the front row?
Maybe for a little bit.
Okay.
After our trip to the Volubilis ruins and pit stop in a beautiful oasis, it was time to make our way to Chefchaouen, the place I've dreamt of visiting for years. And after a couple more hours of driving through gorgeous green landscapes, we finally arrived in Chefchaouen.